Do you know what I love? I love the excitement when my director says, we're live, we're going, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. And here we are, Vegas Live with Ninon. Absolutely love it. I have Lolita and Tina with me, and we're a little bit in the burlesque arena, I believe. I'm not sure because I don't pre-interview my guests, so I don't know where I am. But yes. I think I'm in the right arena. Am I?
Absolutely, yes.
So I thought burlesque went out years ago.
Oh, goodness, no. There is a huge revival going on right now all over the world.
Over the world?
And not only that, but here in Las Vegas, we have the Burlesque Hall of Fame, which is the Burlesque Museum.
Burlesque Museum has. I know that it is definitely in Vegas, because
Yes.
Vegas, that's what Vegas kind of is. The dancing goes, and the music, and the performance, and the entertainment, arena of the world. But burlesque has never died. But I don't know, I think of burlesque, I think of the 20s. I think of the 20s and the 30s, and the girls, they're all a little bigger, and they didn't have all these gorgeous figures and all this stuff going on. And I just dropped my earring.
You're doing burlesque.
I'm doing That's my burlesque show. That is quite funny. So I'm going to do the rest of the interview with one earring, and they're all probably laughing. How are you? You were on my show before.
I was.
Yes, but you were with another group.
Correct. That was another show. I think they've rebanded and they have shows elsewhere. But now I'm here with my co-producer and co-star, Tina Cione.
Okay. Is there just the two of you in it, or there's more of you?
No, we definitely have more.
Oh, they definitely have more. No, you have more. But you're also of the older generation doing this. So we can't obviously ever count the older generation out, because they're out there doing their thing.
Yeah.
And doing what you do, is what I know of burlesque, as an older person, hard, difficult, easy, what?
Well, that all depends really more on your freedom of expression. I find that when you are an older performer, 30s and older, you're
30s? I thought it was pretty young.
30s, 40s, 50s.
Okay.
It is. You're actually a better burlesque striptease artist.
Are you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've done striptease. Yeah, I mean, you never know. There might be room out for me.
There's still some time.
Yeah, still got time. Not this body.
Oh, no, trust me. We still have legends here in Las Vegas that are in their 70s and 80s, and they're still up there doing the striptease, and the crowd just loves them.
They love it.
Yeah, they love.
How far do they, when you're older, your body kind of deteriorates. You can't help it. So how far do they strip?
Oh, they go down to their pasties and G-strings, just like the 20-year-olds.
I love it. I truly love it, because I never. Yeah, and you're like, and how do you train them? Are they trainable? Are they?
Well, a lot of the people have been doing it since they were in their 20s, and they just stayed with it, and they just kept going and going. They didn't want to retire, and I think that's what's happening to us.
I know, right?
Not ready to.
Right. Well, when did you start burlesque?
Well, I started burlesque about 12 years ago in New York, but before that, I was a professional dancer, and I didn't want to do all these kicks and turns anymore, but I still wanted to dance, and it gave me a segue. And then it's fun. You get to be creative, and you get to, create all these different characters, and it's really fun.
That is fun.
Yeah.
And what about you? When did you start?
This year, I just celebrated my sweet 16 of 16 years of burlesque.
16 years of burlesque. What's been your, going out there performing in front of, I presume it would be a mixed group, or probably a lot of men? Is it mostly men?
I'd say it's a pretty equal mix. Equal mix of ages and genders.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of husbands and wives?
Yeah. Bachelorettes.
Yeah, there's... women seem to be drawn to it the most, honestly, because they're attracted to the glamour and the sexuality that's non-threatening.
Yeah.
So they're really attracted to it. But yeah, couples come for that reason.
Yes.
Single men come, gay, straight, older,
so you've got
younger.
kind of a mixed bunch, which is
absolutely
actually what it
everybody's
should be.
Attracted to beauty, no matter what their demographic is.
That is very true. That is absolutely true. What's been your greatest experience of being a burlesque dancer?
Wow. You go ahead.
Well, I think it's just getting a chance to do the stuff that you normally wouldn't get to do in like a hired show, or you can make, like, I do an act where I'm a table, so I have a crazy headpiece and get to throw stuff all over the place.
Do you actually dance on top of tables?
No, I am a table.
She is the table.
She is the table.
I've got a chandelier and I've got the knives and forks on my arms, just being...
So you are you are definitely the chandelier.
Yeah. So we get to do that kind of stuff, and I think being able to do wacky, fun stuff that's in good spirit and it's not offensive, and seeing people enjoy it. I think
is it a little bit on the comedic side, or a little bit on the sort of, where people, they have
some of it's very tongue-in-cheek. My style particularly is is more the old style glamour with the boas and the fans and the gloves. So I think that's a great thing. You can be whoever it is.
You can be whoever you want. Actually,
yeah. I do. What do you do? Very, very classic. I'm a complete throwback. It's like watching one of the legends perform in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. 'Cause I stick strictly to the classic bump and grinds, the old moves, the over-exaggerated glamour. Yeah.
I think so. Where do you get bookings? I mean, who books you? Because you've got a lot of conventions here in Vegas. So do you get booked to a lot of the conventions?
Sometimes we'll do like commercial gigs, and then they want you to be a lot more. They like the costumes, but not too much else. They kind of just want you to represent. And then other times you'll have art festivals or vaudeville shows or circus shows. Even sometimes they'll include burlesque.
So do you get a lot of bookings during the year, or is it like a sporadic thing?
It's sporadic, but right now we're both really focusing on our show that we're putting together and trying to make that our number one focus.
And when you do get it all together, where would you go for bookings? I mean, who would actually book you in Vegas now?
Well, we actually do have a booking.
Oh, see, they already have a booking. Okay.
Next Tuesday, July 10th at 9 p.m., we will be inside the Night Owl showroom inside Hooters Casino.
Oh, there are Hooters. That's famous. That's very famous for the young ladies and how they are. So that must be very exciting. Is this one of your first bookings?
Larger bookings.
Bookings.
It's like where we finally feel like we're getting a nice stepping stone.
And this is what you're working to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think it'll ever really come back in the big hotels and some of the... Because there's a lot of these big hotels have smaller rooms that you could actually perform. And I'm thinking of the Westgate right now. They have a smaller room there, a beautiful little, like a cocktail lounge with a band and everything.
I think so, because I think when people see it, they really love it. It's just we need to get seen more. So
you've got to be seen more.
Yeah.
Do you have to do a lot of free stuff to get out there, or how's that?
Sometimes. We try not to.
They're definitely women. They don't want to do something for nothing.
Well, people say, we'll pay you an exposure, and we're like, well, we're professionals at exposing ourselves, so you have to pay us for that.
That's kind of what we do.
Exactly.
Now, do they never give you tips or anything while you're doing this? Because in the old days, they used to do that, didn't they?
Yeah, and they buy you champagne too, I think.
Yeah.
Bottles of champagne.
Now they don't give us champagne, and sometimes they give us tips.
Yeah, tips are given differently than they were back in the day.
Cocktails, please. Cocktails.
Speaking of
cocktails,
you don't want to interrupt the performer during their performance,
no.
So tips are usually given at the end of the show. You can buy
Do you
their merchandise.
mingle amongst the people?
During performing?
Yes.
Sometimes. It depends on the act. Some people will really like to mingle. Sometimes it'll be more of a stage act. I think it depends. Sometimes, like in our theater, we're going to perform at Hooters. We're going to come through the audience and,
Because I think, when you interact with the audience, I think they always seem to like that.
They do.
They like to have a close-up or to have, I was seen on camera. Or they like that.
Oh, they do.
This show will be like that. We're going to have the girls. And we have dancing girls, too, that just do a really beautiful choreography and routines. They're going to pass through the audience.
Oh,
too.
fabulous. So how many did you say there was in your...
We have 4 burlesque acts and some variety juggling and type stuff, and then we've got dancers too, so they're going to do some nice routines.
Look how happy they look. I mean, to be out there and doing what they're doing. I think we've forgotten a little bit about the burlesque shows, but Vegas has everything. And as you said, this is not only in Vegas, it's all over the world.
It is.
How about going over to Hong Kong? I'm sure they would love this there. I don't know how you get booked there, but I would imagine get an agent that deals with Hong Kong. They would love to see you girls over there.
Oh, well, I would love to go.
See, look, we'll put the word out there. If there's an agent out there that would like to take these girls over to Hong Kong or to the Middle East or the Far East or wherever you want to go, I think it would be fabulous since you're all over the world.
I would love that.
Are you ready? Are you married? You're not married?
No,
Are you married?
I am married, but I don't wear my ring. Well, I don't have a ring.
She's married and doesn't have anything to quote that she's married. I'm not married and I don't have a ring. You're not married and you don't have a ring.
Correct.
But she's married. So you never know. I always thought guys did that. I always thought it was the guys that took the rings off.
Well, I have to take everything off.
I asked for that one, didn't I? I asked for that one. We have to take everything off. Yeah, because there's some guys that they take the rings off when they come to, but you can see the band where the ring was.
They have the tan line.
The tanning lines. It's funny. I can still see mine slightly, and that's I had a ring on for 29 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Long time, but I never took it off until everything happened. But anyway, they're absolutely amazing. So the name of your burlesque and why they can see you again?
We are the Undressing Room, and you can see us July 10th inside Hooters. And just for Vegas Live with Ninon viewers, we do have a special code that you can get $15 tickets with. The code is TASSELS, all in capitals, and you have to go to admitvegas.com to order those.
Okay. Well, then they have to tune into Vegas Live with Ninon, and then they get all this stuff and everything else and what have you.
That's
and
right.
I think Lynn, my talent director, she's got all this put together, so you can get that. How much are the tickets normally?
$49.95.
So $49.95 all the way down to, what did you say, $15?
$15 for you guys.
For $15 for us guys.
Yes,
Awesome.
for viewers.
For viewers. So any
Yes.
viewers that have viewed the show, they get in there for $15. I think that's a real bargain. At Hooters,
Yes.
July 10th.
Use the code TASSELS, all in
Tassels.
capitals.
Do you know what tassels means? I'm glad you did that and I didn't.
You can see it live in person at the show. I do tassels.
She does the tassel turns. We'll be right back with our next guest. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon.